What do you think of the Tsonga lady that was affected by the Operation Dudula members that were trying to stop people from selling in the streets, and she was one of them, and now she's affected?
I mean, Tonga people are the first South Africans to fall victims, anyways, to this thing of being branded as foreigners. It wouldn't be the first time Tonga people are treated like this in this country, called foreigners amakwere, because somehow they're Tonga and the language they speak is different
Yeah.
compared to the typical mainstream languages. But I believe there's a video and she was speaking broken English. There's the video.
To you? You want to tell us what happened to you? Are you South African?
Yeah, I'm South African,
You were born in South
but I
Africa?
don't know talking for English. I want to talk in Changana because I'm
Okay,
suffering.
speak.
I didn't go in the school, but me, I like my son, my baby. You go in the school. Me, no husband, no mama, no father. Me, I'm family and my baby for me. Now you telling me, say move here, mama. I selling where? I give you where money for going to school. That baby. She starting scraping for grade 12. She didn't scraping nice because she's worried. Mama no working. If I'm working, no short or something. Because everything I know I can do something and do something. You can pay how much in the school there and the less. I paying there. You want to money? Me, I find that way money. Because no money, even rent, I renting. Why government they do like this? Me, I'm South African. I'm coming from Guyana, Malamle.
No, for online, I come with my IT online.
But it's not nice like this. If you want to take for foreigner, you must checking, going, line, checking nice. You take your tellers and give you notice. You must go. Why all?
I was born in Soweto.
Now I'm hungry. I find that only 20 rand they coming here. You can go here. Say no money, another one. You can go there.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
she's old. Speaking about she has a child, she needs to pay school fees, she needs to pay rent. But, and this, by the way, is during that time where there was a court case against Operation Dudula. They were trying to chase foreigners, and Tata Morero was part of this.
Okay.
This lady, this Coco, also got affected.
So this is an old clip, ne?
Yeah, it's a little bit old, maybe like a month old.
It's so sad for real, and I think why they confuse, like, try to be xenophobic amongst Tonga people, I think is because you find Tonga speaking people in Maputo, so maybe that's why Tonga people face this backlash from other South African people.
Yeah, of course. I get it. I'm a Shangan. You get called a Shangan. And it's a language barrier thing. But Tonga people themselves, including the Tonga people or the Shangan people from Maputo, Mozambique, we know as the people who are well informed the difference between the Tonga language.
Yes.
The Tonga is not the same Tonga. And also amongst the Tonga community, from different villages to the next,
Oh yeah.
the Tonga is also not the same.
Yes, you can tell.
There's Tonga from Bushbuckridge.
Yes.
It's more similar to the Tonga from
Maputo. Yes.
But Bushbuckridge is here in South Africa. There's Tonga from Mpumalanga. It's more similar to the one in Bushbuckridge, because in Mpumalanga, Bushbuckridge and Maputo, they are closer to each other. Maybe the migration, or maybe the language barrier, because they are closer to that side, it's more similar. And then there's Tonga from Kamalamulele.
Oh yeah.
And then when you're busy coming up until Elim, the Tonga start becoming different.
Shift, yes.
Up until you get Elim, Chawani, Kamashnyamani, Bungeni. Then the Tonga is way too different than the other one.
From Kamalamulele, yes.
Yeah, so even among South Africans, the Tsonga is not exactly the same within South Africa.
Yes.
So just because in Mozambique, those people, they speak as Tsonga. Then Tonga people from South Africa, they easily become a target to being mistaken to be Mozambicans, and then they just say, I'm a foreigner. Yeah.
And at this point, every Tonga person, even if you're from Limpopo, like genuinely from Limpopo, you are automatically a foreigner. Because remember that video we showed like few months back about that man. He was saying that I'm Tonga, but they did not care. They still called him a foreigner.
Yeah.
He had an ID, but they still called him a foreigner. So
Yeah,
it's so sad seeing like South African people being xenophobic, or maybe among like towards other South African Tonga people. And I feel like as Tonga people, we should stand up.
I mean, man, for what? Tonga people have their own empires back at home, man. In Limpopo, have empires, you know. Sometimes, you know, I understand, but I also don't get it. Why people are forced to go to the urban areas. Limpopo is a paradise.
No, but people go to in Limpopo. There's jobs. There's no jobs in Limpopo.
But you can make your own job in Limpopo.
How?
This woman is selling in the street. She could easily do that out here in Limpopo, and even do more. She could do more.
But most people in Limpopo claim that there's no businesses, there's no jobs.
They just don't want to think.
There's no
This
jobs.
woman is clearly a hustler. If she comes back to Limpopo, she could be way too much richer than most people. If she's able to sell in the streets in Joburg, imagine what she would do when she's back home, comfortable, not paying rent. Abu Yusumtana wake back at home. Maybe the child is already in the trip next year, maybe it's going NS Fast City. Then she would be saving that money for rent for other things, including the profit she'd be making. She's a hustler. She would make a living. I'm not talking about lazy people. I'm talking about there's people who live in Limpopo, go to Joburg and become lazy anyways.
Yes.
But like Joburg, it might be known as a city of gold, but if you're not trying to get the gold, you won't see
get
it.
the gold,
So she's a hustler. Imagine going back home, she would be something else.
Yes. Wait, let me go back with whatever you said, right? Saying in Limpopo there's businesses, like people can hustle. I'd argue and say, yes, you are right, ne? But there's not a lot of people. Maybe the money that she gets in Joburg compared to here, it's less, because in Joburg there's a lot of people in the streets compared to in Limpopo.
Then Tonga people, it's about time you admit you will face things like this where you're called a Mashangan. It will never change. It has been happening.
Yeah, it's been happening.
And Tonga
for
people
the
have been
longest time.
speaking. It's not like they haven't been speaking, being vocal that stop. This is a derogatory word. Stop calling us this thing. We see it as an insult. All of this thing. Just because it's not like Tonga people haven't been speaking. So I think it's either sometimes you have to accept things for what they are. Because this thing of calling Tonga people a Mashangan has been entrenched in people's behaviors.
Yeah.
It won't change.
Even in kids, we see it in kids.
You
like
see?
and somehow you're just a foreigner.
So you just have to accept it. As a Tonga person, I guess, you just have to be strong.
Yeah,
You just have to be brave. You just have to punch some people in the face once in a while. Because there's no other way.
Punch.
Yeah, punch them once and show them it's just because you're something else and I'm this. It doesn't change that I can still punch you in the face. So I guess,
crazy.
yeah, man. But no, I'm not encouraging that, guys.
Yes.
I'm really not encouraging that.
Please.
But I think, yeah, people just have to thingy, man. Yeah.
So sad though. So sad to see that woman. I guess she's a single mother. Let's speak about that, because you can see that she's hustling for her child and she's paying her own rent. And she's so old, so an operation Dudula is not gonna give her any job, you know. So what a pity. It's so sad. It's very heartbreaking to see our women, our mothers, our grannies crying there on the streets because of Operation Dudula.
Yeah, because of Operation Dudula and ANC grandstanding. Because they were trying to show that, not till we chase foreigners. And I always say this. This thing will always affect our people, one way or another. This woman, she might not be knowing how to speak proper English. But you can't judge someone whether they are
Judge.
South African or not based on them speaking English.
True.
It's not fair. Worst part, she's old. During her times, they were not allowed to learn English. They were allowed to learn
Africa.
there was
and
apartheid.
she was like saying, my child couldn't scrape properly, and scrape is an African word.
And then they finally got Bantu education, which didn't empower them to speak English like how the new kids speak English now. So we can't judge her based on how she's speaking English, whether she's South African or not. She said she's from Kiad.
Wow.
She's from Limpopo. Yeah, so she's a South African. She's Tonga.
And you can see she's wearing mcheka.
Yeah, she's wearing mcheka, nabuhlalu. She's local. Just because she can't speak proper English doesn't mean she's not. How many taxi drivers can speak English? Are they foreigners?
From KZN.
Are they foreigners?
They are foreigners.
Soccer players, they can't speak English. Are they foreigners? No.
They are foreigners according to Operation Dudula.
So yeah, man, I think one thing they should do is just register everyone with South African and give them permits to sell. Because these things, they trend on social media. This woman doesn't see these things trending on social media where people are like, you must go to this street to register to get permits. She doesn't see it.
And you've been saying that
she doesn't have a phone. They must go to them and register them. She has to show her ID. I'm not saying she doesn't. She has to show her ID that she's South African. Then she gets a permit. Then she stays and she's secure, she's safe. And then nobody's going to threaten her because when they come, she's going to say, there's my papers. Yeah.
And clearly she makes a lot of money because you can't pay school fees,
and
pay rent, and then buy
there's
food.
money.
But
Look at these South Africans, they want to chase these people, but they don't want to replace them because they think it's not cool. It's not cool to sell in the street.
Cool.
Stupid people.
It's the pride. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching up until the end. Catch me on my next video. Peace.